Hey everyone, this is Ryan Jones with Bonafide Kayaks, and today I'm going to be going through the brand new rugged inline mount for Bonafide SS127 that will also work on any kayak that is power pole acceptable on the back of the kayak. This is going to allow me to attach a power pole and a Torqeedo trolling motor onto this kayak. Now the bracket right here, I've already got it installed with the Bonafide SS127 that already has the 4-bolt pattern built into the kayak with brass inserts. So simply put the plate on here, put the power pole plate on top of it. There's 4 screws provided with the rugged inline kit. You just basically screw them in. You don't have to worry about getting inside the kayak at all. Very simple. And the plate's installed. That's as simple as it can be. Now once you get that done, you attach your power pole right here, and then we're going back to our Torqeedo. This bracket works really well, especially for kayaks. Some of these have a smaller, shorter pylon, and some of your kayaks, such as the Bonafide, Jackson Big Rig, your Hobie Pro Anglers, they need to be able to need a little bit of a longer shaft. So what they've done with this mount is this bracket actually is able to be trimmed right here. I've got 2 bolts that go on the back side that are simply hand tightened. They've just got 2 wing nuts on there. So right now I've got it set where I want it on the Bonafide, so I don't have to deal with any cavitation. But nice and easy to adjust right there. Now I've got the steering cables set up right through here. I've got tubing that is going in through here with Spectraline. We'll go through into that a little bit further here in just a minute. I've got an up lever right here that's going to be able to allow me to pull this cable, and it's going to kick this up right here whenever I'm in shallow water or whenever I'm getting in and out of the water. I'm able to pull that up and lock it in place. Now to hold this down and also to be able to help a little bit of resistance when going in reverse, it's a little hard to see from your side, but I've actually got a little spring over here on the other side that holds it back. You can see kind of how much pressure that has being able to kick up in there. So with this going in, Bonafide has a kit coming out here very quickly, and it's going to be a foot brace steering system that will be able to utilize for any motor system you want out there. It's going to include 3/16 tubing, Spectraline. What you're going to do, this is the tubing right here, is you're going to drill 2 3/16 holes on the back, and then also right up by the foot rails, where we'll show you here in just a moment. Now once you run this through in, this is really simple to be able to mushroom. Anybody that talks about mushrooming, so we have to taper this end and flatten it out so whenever it pulls into the kayak that you don't have to worry about it pulling and sucking all the way through. So a simple way to do that is just take a lighter. You're going to heat this up and you're going to see it starting to mushroom out a little bit. You get it right there. I like to take the pair of scissors I use to cut the tube. Any piece of metal will work. And then you're just going to go through and flatten that out. Sometimes it takes just a time or two. Get that on there just enough so it doesn't catch on fire. And that's pretty much it. Now you can also take a little screw or nail or something to poke the hole right through to make sure that that is completely open so that you can run the Spectraline provided with the kit that's going to help you steer with your foot pedals. So that is the tubing they use. It's easy to install. You have the inside access point right here. You just take the 4 screws off, get in there, and you're able to run the tubing from the front. I take a hanger and just run it through, grab that tubing, pull it through, and then I'm able to feed it right back here with my hands. Now going up here to the foot rails, so this is a foot brace system right here. We're going to be drilling a hole right into here and right into here. The line is going to go into the foot brace and on the back, and there's a little spindle right here that allows you to adjust how much line is in there. So you can shorten it up for shorter legs. If you have longer legs, you simply unlock that right there and slide it back. Very easy to adjust, very simple to install. Really, really nice system. Now I've got my Torqeedo mount for the steering right here. I'm using Yak Attack's lock and load system. I've got it with a 4-inch brace and I added an 8-inch brace right here. This is a Torqeedo throttle kit from YakTak with an extra 8-inch brace so that I don't have to lean too far forward right there. It allows me to have forward and reverse on here within reach. Now under my seat, I'm going to move this just to show you. This is personally where I like to keep my battery. It fits right here nice and clean. I've got room for some gear right here. I've got plenty of room for Plano 3600 tackle boxes right in here. And then the last thing I did is for my up lever, I actually drilled a 3/16 hole here, and I put a little jam cleat right here. What that allows me to do is I'm able to pull this up and it's going to lock into place. And as you can see now, my motor is standing completely up. Now I ran the line through the top right here. There's a little eyelet that goes through in here. And if you'll come over here really quick. So I've simply tied a bowline knot right into the carabiner going through this eyelet, and then I drilled a 3/16 into this spot right here. There's actually a little nub right there to show you exactly where to drill, and then I just ran my line right through there. So it's nice and clean, it's out of the way. Everything raises whenever I want to drop it down. Simply pop it out of the cleat, and then I'm able to drop it right back down into place. So I've used this on the water. It works very effectively, very efficiently. Being able to have the power pole and the Torqeedo and use them at the same time is a wonderful option to have, especially if you're in shallows, inshore fishing, also in tournament fishing, windy days, windy conditions, things like that. All the KBF tournaments allow you to use motors. This is a phenomenal setup for a very reasonable price. If you put everything together and have the fish finder, the Torqeedo, the power pole, a very comfortable seat, a really nice stable kayak to be able to stand up on. Now, of course, everybody wants to know speeds. I did test this out last week down in Louisiana. In calm conditions, I was able to get up to 5.6 miles an hour. Even coming in with the tide, I actually was able to get all the way up to 6.4 miles an hour. So if you guys have any questions, I'm going to put all the information listed down below. Feel free to contact me and be more than glad to help you.